So hey guys, welcome to another slice of Living Life Electric. So we are gonna go get ourselves some dinner. Making this video as another excuse to eat out. Fortunately, we're not gonna eat something reasonably healthy like a sub. We're gonna eat something that's really bad for us. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, finger licking good. So there's KFC, I don't know, maybe 3 kilometers away from me. Again, it's down close to the lakeshore, so it's pretty much all downhill to get there and almost all uphill to get back. Take quiet back streets to get there. Another hot day, around 27, 28 Celsius, and windy as hell. So I have to make a correction for some stuff that I've been saying in my videos. So I work about, well, walking distance from my bike shop, the bicycle store that I deal with, and I go visit there at lunch most days, and I eat my lunch and talk about bikes, bicycles, bicycling, and bicyclists. And while I was in there today at lunchtime, our active transportation coordinator came into the store. So he's a city employee who, I guess, kind of designs the plans for bike lanes and stuff like that. And then so he came in there, and I kind of know him because he actually worked in that bike shop as a mechanic while he was going to university. And so I asked him about infrastructure for e-scooters as opposed to just bicycles, and he says currently in Thunder Bay, what we're riding here, because it's classified as e-bike, it can go anywhere that a bicycle can go. So I was incorrect saying that I can't be on those path systems and waiting till it was dark to go use them. So I can actually use them legally. But the reality is you get dirty looks and people look at you dirty for using them on these things. And I mean, this thing is small, right? It's small, compact, and like a bicycle, you actually have to keep your feet on the pedals. You don't put your feet on the platform in the middle. But the trend seems to be with these e-scooters that they get bigger and bigger and more powerful, and I could see that being a problem for when it comes to using these things on multi-use paths, because they're getting big. I got spooked actually, and I got spooked today. Like I'm a very avid cyclist, and I commute to work by bicycle most days, and mainly because my ride to work is actually fun. It's done on a lot of multi-use path, and there's some sections that are like really tight and windy, and they have like blind corners. Like you're approaching a corner and you can't see that someone's coming the other way because it's so narrow and there's twisty turns. So today there was somebody on a e-scooter coming the other way. They came around the corner, leaned over, and he was riding like a beast type, like the Emmo beast. I don't know if it was actually an Emmo one, but it was one of those big ones with like the knobby tires. And he took, because of the size of that thing, he took up most of the other lane. And he was kind of a little bit encroaching into my lane because he was taking like a tight line around the corner, and it friggin' scared me. And of course he's going over like 20 miles an hour, which isn't saying much because I speed on those trails plenty of times too, going 20 miles an hour, but at least I'm narrow. So I can see it becoming an issue in the future as more and more people start using these things. And like the trend I'm seeing is they're getting bigger and bigger. The units themselves are getting bigger and bigger. So I forget which side street we're going to need to go down here to get to the K, to the F, to the C. We'll scoot down this next one here. Cornering on these things is fun. At least it is on an Emmo Urban S because it's so small, short wheelbase, lightweight. Cornering on it is a hoot. Oh yeah, maybe a little bit early. We can catch up to the cyclist. So there's the KFC up there. So totally destroyed that cyclist. Like the majority of people would have trouble even averaging 25 kilometers an hour on a bicycle. So an e-scooter like this is way faster than they can ride a bicycle. All right, here we are. K to the F to the C. All right, done dinner. Again, bad time to go in there. Dinner time, there was a big lineup, and should remember that the service there is notoriously slow. Now we got to get across Cumberland Street here. So again, just like my last video, now it's essentially all uphill back home. Maybe I chose the wrong e-scooter. I should have chose a big heavy one with massive voltage battery and high torque motor. The other thing I was thinking about while I was eating there is that scooter that I saw there today on this trail that spooked me. So it was a guy and he had a passenger and he was riding a big heavy beast. It's called the Beast. That's the actual name of the scooter. And I was thinking about the weight, like 20 miles an hour. That scooter weighs like 250 pounds. At least another 300 pounds of people on there. So that's like 400 or 500 pounds worth of weight going 20 miles an hour down a bike path. Like if there was a collision, that would be serious friggin' collision. The weight involved would be like serious injuries. Man, we got some bad streets here. Bad, bumpy streets. So I've quieted this thing down a lot, but the brake levers rattle because they're just basic shitty brake levers. I can't get them to quiet down. did I have there at KFC? I just had the Big Crunch Big Crunch sandwich with fries and a soda. And actually I was surprised. I mean, I had to wait a long time in line, but I was surprised how quickly I got my food. It was really fast. So yeah, I might start now incorporating this into commuting to work, since now I know I can actually use those trails. Some of the trails on the way to work that I usually ride my bike on, multi-use trails. Like, I feel this thing slow down when we go up hills like this, but when you actually look at the speed that it's still doing, it's still faster than a bicycle most of the time, even uphill. I might be able to beat this thing uphill. Oh, that's the other thing, like, I'm off work next week. I had said this before. I think I did it before. I made a video about it. I don't remember now if I did, but I'm gonna do a video on what's faster, electric scooter or bicycle. So I'm gonna lay out a course. Come on, fucking cars. I'm gonna lay out a course, maybe 10-12 kilometers long, and then I'll ride it on this thing to set the benchmark time. Try and have a little bit of uphill, downhill, flat, and then I will try and beat that time on a bicycle to see if I can ride a bicycle faster than this thing. So I'll do that next week. I think I did a short little video about that, but it was a really short. Or maybe I didn't make the video. No, I don't think I did. But the route that I planned to use for that was actually quite short. This time I'm going to make it a minimum of 10 kilometers. So, like, basically I would start fading and start getting tired physically, but as long as this battery has juice, it's going to keep producing watts the entire time. Whereas the human body start to fade. Definitely wish this thing had more pickup, better acceleration. But the shop I bought it from says it's probably purposely set up like that to limit battery drain. I'd rather it have quick pickup, and I don't have issues with it using battery to give me quicker initial acceleration. The Daymac brand, it's another Canadian brand, and I'm assuming most of my viewers are in the States, so I don't think they even sell Emmo down there. Maybe they do. Daymac is another brand, maybe they sell it down there, but they have a programmable controller that they offer on some of their units. I think it's actually can be retrofitted into any of their units, and then it works with an app on your phone, and you can basically play with settings like that, like how well it'll accelerate, how quickly it'll accelerate, how much battery it'll use up, which is kind of cool. I was going to buy another electric scooter, but unfortunately I ordered a new mountain bike instead. Mind you, that those videos about that bike will appear on this channel too, because this is a channel where I post all my videos, but I do have cycling specific channel called Crazy Cycling Vlogger. home. Oh, so yeah, again, my neighbor's outside there, so I don't want to be talking to the camera, or he thinks I'm talking to him, or he thinks I'm just insane. He probably thinks I'm insane anyways, because I ride my bike to work all winter long, my fat bike here all winter long instead of driving my car, so I'm sure he already thinks I'm crazy. Another awesome thing about the Emmo Urban S is how easy it is to remove the battery. Basically just flip that open, pull out the cord, boom, battery out. That's very, very handy. So I can keep the bike itself in this unheated porch and then bring the battery inside where it's protected from heat, cold extremes, as well as having the battery and the bike in two different places when it comes to theft. Because theoretically this battery is actually more expensive than that unit without the battery. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Not bringing you inside the house because my house is a mess. Bye.